Of white farmers in Parys in January last year are confident that justice will be served. After repeated delays, the trial begins today. The farmers face charges of assault with intent to commit grievous bodily harm and murder. For more on the story, cross live to our reporter at Parys Magistrates Court in the Free State Province, Nozintombi Miya. Nozintombi, good morning to you. We know that the case has dragged for over a year now. Describe to us what has been happening in the lead up to the trial today.
Well, a very good morning to you, Palesa. This case certainly has taken quite some time to get to trial. And today will be a very important day because it's the start of the trial of the 6 men. Now, you'll recall that the 6 men involve 5 farmers and 1 police captain that was involved in this particularly difficult incident that had happened. So in terms of the process that's expected to happen today, the trial is supposed to get underway from around 9:30 this morning, with the prosecution stating exactly what the charges the 6 men will be facing will be, and they will give them an opportunity to then plead. They'll plead either guilty or not guilty. And from there, the trial will then resume with the prosecution calling their first witness and outlining exactly what evidence they have in the state evidence locker book to explain exactly what it is that had happened.
Nozintombi, during the previous appearances, we've seen tensions running very high. We do know that, as you said, the case will only begin in about an hour and 30 minutes' time. But what are you seeing outside?
Well, so far outside, it's quite quiet outside the outside this particular magistrate's court. But we are anticipating that there will be a large community member. As you understand, the Parys community, this farming community, has been very unhappy with this incident that has happened. It's been marred by some racial tensions because the 6 men that are accused are white men, and they were accused of, killing these 2 victims who were the farm workers. So there has been racial tensions. The magistrate court, as it stands right now, it is empty. We are anticipating that members of the community, different political parties, will come here and support the families of the 2 victims as the day progresses and as the trial continues.
And the families of these 2 black farm workers, what are they saying, Nozintombi, as we have said that the case has actually dragged for over a year now?
Well, Palisa, the families of the 2 farm workers that were killed by this 6 men have expressed their shock and horror over the incident, and all they want justice to be served, and they want to make sure that these 6 farm workers are held to account and they're held accountable for the actions that they took. You'll recall that these 2 farm workers were beaten up by the patrolmen and they ended up succumbing to their injuries at the local hospitals. So this particular incident that had happened has not been a very good incident. It hasn't improved the racial relations in Parys, nor has it had a positive impact in terms of the relations between the farm workers and the farmers. So the families of the 2 victims themselves are hoping that justice will be served. Justice will not be served today as the trial will continue, but they're hoping that as the trial continues and it comes to a conclusion, justice will be served and there will be restitution for the two victims that were killed.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. Thank you so much for coming through. That is our reporter live from Parys Magistrates Court in the Free State, Nozintombi Miya. The court proceedings will start at 9:30 this morning.